just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. We're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday Night Primetime. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Now, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Yellow.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll stick with him again. Oh, a loose football. And the Raiders have come up with it.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Genty. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 2 yards
So,
on the
from
pickup.
37, here's second and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to be third down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. They run out of the gun with Genty. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 20, here's second and 8. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Big play for KC to gain a 43 yards.
City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 43 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Now a give on the ground. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his first touchdown of the new year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's the former Cal Bear, Noel Williams.
So that guy in the slot, Mike, yes, he has to have great reaction times. Yes, he has to have great quickness and speed. But because he's typically facing the shiftiest and highest targeted player on the opposing offense, he has to have great instincts. That's what we saw there. His reaction time and his anticipation allowed him to jump that route, get his hands on it, and snatch one of those targets away.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
A gain of 11 on
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Will find his receiver, that's Jalen Royals. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
First and goal, Kansas City.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
3-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score, Chiefs 14, Raiders nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Quarter two begins. It is Raider football. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Okay, break. 19 tight. 19. Set. 70 left. Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 32.
A big play there for the Raiders. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Set go. Ready, right?
Back to throw. To the left side. It is caught by Myers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 3.
Let's go. Go.
On the ground, it's Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that is incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target.
Incomplete.
And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Williams on the coverage.
19 right. Come on. Set. Set go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Hunter Lipke. Touchdown, Raiders. That his second TD catch of the season. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Raiders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's complete left side to Worthy.
Complete to number 1.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Second and inches. They'll try to power ahead with Ricard. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Come on now, that's just unfair. You're asking them to stop a fullback cold. All he needed was a couple inches to pick up the first down. Mike, I think if they run that play 10 different times, he's moving the chains.
Fight on these two.
Here's a run going left. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Jordan Fuller in that time for the stop.
Jordan Fuller. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Mahomes gonna fire quickly to Worthy. And they will finally run him down. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. It's a gain of 34.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now a handoff, running right. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Higgins sent in motion. To throw is Mahomes. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will power his way into the end zone. Carson Steele. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead.
Raiders 7. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. A big play there for the Raiders. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Genty. And he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground with Genty. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Quick throw. Here's Besh on the RPO. And he's out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal for the moment. There is a flag on the field. This one is coming back. Looking to set up the screen, but it's broken up and incomplete. They were right there on that one defensively. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is caught. What a throw. Jack Besh. Touchdown, Vegas.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll just bite the board and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and Quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. On comes the Chiefs punter. Back deep, it's Trey Tucker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives them a first down.
42-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 2nd down, Genty. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll look to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
Let's go. Go.
Off play action.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback's inconsistency and pull this game out?
On third down, they go with Genchi. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is fourth down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yellow.
The drive will start on the ground, and he gets this up close to the 40. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
At the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Open man is Royals. He's got it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's another.
It's a gain of 12 there. First down, KC.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Raiders are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
7 yards.
good for 27 and a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Genty.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
19 tight. Let's go now. 70 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's Drew Tranquil. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Third down and 9.
Switch. 79. Here we go. Shake. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. One here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 13 yards.
So, 3 quarters
First
now
down,
in the
Kansas
books.
City.
And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Now a run to begin the 4th quarter on 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Patrick to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes. That's complete to Royals. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air. And the Chiefs have a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Chiefs.
Now a give up the middle. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Yellow, 43, 42. I'm on 80.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On third down, Mahomes. Open man is Hamler. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. K.J. Hamler. Touchdown, Chiefs. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. To return is Tucker. Ooh. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance.
And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Yellow. Yellow. Arjaway. Empty.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Man in motion, heading right. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
And the Chiefs are going to have it first and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. They'll send Worthy in motion.
57 color.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a designed run. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, KC. That his second touchdown tonight.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead.
Raiders 25. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here is first and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout.
First
To
and
stop
10
it here
at the
with
32-yard
1:07 on the clock. So big
Daniel
kick
Carlson
coming now
for
for
the Raider
Daniel
field goal.
Carlson.
A
This to get
49-yard
back
attempt.
to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good.
That's the score.
And they are
Chiefs
indeed
35,
back within
Raiders
one score.
28.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
The onside
That
kick
was their
is
last
recovered
shot.
by
They've got
Kansas
no
City.
timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They get the victory here away from home to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Vegas.